Hey everyone, it's Jen and welcome to today's practice. Today's flow is called core focus. You may want a yoga blanket across the center of your yoga mat and one or two yoga blocks if you have a set of yoga blocks. One of those yoga blocks can go up toward the front short side of the mat, and you're going to have the other one sitting out to the side to where when you come down onto your spine, that yoga block is within hand's reach. So we are going to start down on the back. So you're going to come with the pelvis about to the center of the mat, and then you're going to come down onto the spine. Now, once you come down onto the floor, you're going to allow your knees to bend. Knees are going to point up to the sky, feet flat to the floor. Just going to start with a few windshield wipers. So begin to sway the knees from right to left. Nice deep, full breath in. Deep and full breath out. Okay, as your knees come back to the center, we're going to go ahead and stretch those legs out long on the mat. So send your right leg and left leg out and stretch your arms long by the sides of your face, taking a full body reach. We're going to alternate full body extension with a half knee to chest. So on your next exhalation, we're going to draw the right knee and thigh into the right ribs. Those arms are going to come down to where your hands can hook onto your right shin bone or behind the knee or thigh. So just give a little squeeze in, and it's fine for your left knee to bend a bit. And then as you breathe in, right leg's going to re-extend back by the left, arms reach long. And then same thing on the left side. Exhale, left knee, thigh come in, hands just hooking, shin bones, back of the leg. And even kind of squeeze the leg a little more toward the left underarm. Let's do it again, breathing in, full body stretch. Exhale, right knee and thigh coming in, half knee to chest. Feel the thigh bone anchoring down to the right side of the ribs. Inhale, full body reach. Exhale, left knee and thigh coming in. Keep the left knee and the left thigh drawn into the body. Slide your right heel in and hug your right knee and thigh also into the body. As you come into knees to chest, just rock a bit across your low back. You can hug your thighs in close to your ribs. You can move your thighs away from your ribs just a little bit. Okay, and now we're going to take the yoga block between the inner legs. So you're going to end up turning the block so that it looks like this between the inner legs. So the one side will be placed here and the opposite inner leg will be placed there. So you're going to take the block between the inner knees. Holding the block there, knees are about over the hips, and then you're going to bring your inner edges of your feet together so that they touch. And then just a little spreading of your toes. Arms are going to open back out wide. Just going to do a little bit of twisting from side to side. Now, the deeper you go in the twist, the more challenge it is for your back. So any spinal issues, you might just be twisting a little bit. So we're going to rock a little bit to the right, passing through the center, twisting just a bit over to the left, passing through the center. And so just make it real fluid. We're just connecting in to the center of the body, feeling that twist and rotation in the legs, the pelvis, the abdominal region, the spine and spinal muscles. Okay, last cycle or two. Okay, as you come back through to the center, reach up, catch hold of that yoga block, set it out to the side, place your feet on the floor, finish this reclined piece of the practice with just a few windshield wipers. Okay, now from here, we're coming up to all fours. So feel free to rock forward and back and come up to all fours from there, or press down and rise up from there. Now, as you transition to all fours, if you think there's a chance you may want to use your blocks, you might press them or push them rather to the front short side. So come up to all fours position. Take a breath in. We're going to let the belly release down toward the floor, elevating up through the heart space, and just hold on to that cow tilt momentarily, just to release the abdominal muscles from the work that we've already done. Take another breath in. As you exhale, come to neutral with your spine. Shift the weight into your right knee. Send the left leg back behind you with the ball of the foot on the floor. I'm going to do a little crouching plank pose flow here. So as you breathe in, float your left leg up into the air. Let your navel start to tip down to the floor as you lift your chest. This first one, exhale. Let the left ball of the foot come down, and then draw the tailbone down as you round your spine. So you're engaging through that front body. Now that's going to be one option you can stay with. We're going to inhale, float the left leg back up. Tip the belly button down toward the floor. Exhale, left ball of the foot comes down. Maybe press into your hands a little more and float your right knee off the floor, taking crouching plank pose. One more time on this first side. Lower the right knee. Inhale, float the left leg up. Feel your heart center lift. Exhale, left ball of the foot down. Round your spine. Stay there or press a little more. Draw into the center of the body as you float your right knee up. Take your next inhale, lower your right knee, float your left leg. Exhale, left knee comes to the mat. Sway out your hips from side to side. Now, as the hips are coming back to the center, cow tilt again. So breathe in, let your belly release down to the floor and lift up through the heart. Take a nice deep breath in here, and then as you exhale again, neutral spine. Shift into the left foot, send your right leg back behind you with the ball of the foot on the floor. Now, as you're breathing in, float your right leg up into the air. Let your belly button start to tip down to the floor. Lift up through your chest. Exhale, right ball of the foot comes down. Press into your hands and round through your spine. And we'll do that 2 more times with the option to lift the left knee. So inhale, right leg lifts up. Belly button releases to the floor. Exhale, right ball of the foot to the mat. Stay there. Press more into the ball of the foot in the hands. Round your back a bit more as your left knee draws in toward the chest. Inhale, left knee comes down. Right leg floats up. Exhale, ball of the foot coming down. Round the spine. Stay there or float the left knee up into the body a bit more. Inhale, set the left knee down, float the right leg up. Exhale, lower the right knee down. Sway the hips off from side to side. Okay, we're coming back to the center with the hips and the spine. Breathe in, release your belly button down toward the floor, lifting the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press into the hands, float the knees up. Send the sitting bones nice and high, and then take a few moments to pedal out through your knees, pedal out through your feet. We're going to let the weight start to come into the right ball of the foot. And so, since this is the first hamstring movement we've done, you might bend that right knee a bit just to take some of the pull out of the back of the leg. You're going to inhale, send the left heel up into downward facing dog split. Now we are going to step through with that left foot, but please feel free to come back down to tabletop and step through from tabletop. Draw the left knee into the chest. Set the left foot near the left wrist. Take your back right knee down to the mat, low lunge. Slide your hands up to your front left thigh. We're going to do a little bit of twisting here. So left hand can stay where it is on the thigh. You're going to inhale, stretch your right arm long by your right ear. And as you exhale, let's slide that left hand back to the hip. And we're going to take the right elbow and you're just going to tap it down to your left thigh, bringing your body closer in toward that left thigh. And inhale, send the right arm back up as you untwist. Exhale, draw your low belly in, start to rotate your body, feel your body come forward. There's just a little bit of pressure in that abdominal region. We're going to do that one more time. So as you're inhaling, coming back to the center, take your tailbone slightly down, and then as you exhale, right elbow is going to come to the right thigh. Now we're just going to hold in the twist momentarily. So feel free, stay there with the elbow right on the top of the thigh, or you can begin to take the right elbow more toward the outer thigh. Now, as that elbow reaches the outer thigh, you want to take your left outer thigh and press it in toward your right elbow. Your left hand, if you wish, can come together, making that prayer shape. Press your hands in together as you turn through your heart. Now, momentarily, you can stay here or the elbows to the center, or you might just use a little bit more abdominal strength and leg strength. Press into the ball of the foot, back ball of the foot, and then just elevate that back knee for a moment so you come into that high twist, high lunge twist. Then you're going to come back around to the center. Let your hands frame your left foot, and then step your left foot back into downward facing dog. Just walk your feet and your knees out. Okay, we're allowing the weight now to come into the left ball of the foot with a slight bend in that left knee. Inhale, send your right heel up toward the sky. Now remember, you can always step through from tabletop. Otherwise, on that next exhalation, draw your right knee into your chest, step your right foot through near your right wrist, and then take your back knee and lightly lower it down to the floor. Walk your hands up to your front right thigh. Keep the right hand on the right thigh for a moment as you stretch your left arm up by your ear. Then taking your right hand, slide it to your right hip. On your next exhale, twist to the right. Let your left elbow come down, just that light tap down to the thigh. And then as you're breathing in, come back around to the center. As that left arm reaches up, reach up through the crown of the head. And then exhale as you twist. Left elbow comes down to tap down. And then one more time, inhale as you come back around. And then exhale as you twist. We have a few options here. So first option is the elbow to the top of the thigh. The elbow coming to the outside of the right thigh. You can take the outer thigh and press it into the elbow. Right hand maybe joining the left in prayer. As you're pressing your hands together, please feel free to stay here or activate really strong into the left ball of the foot. Start to lift your left knee up. Really feeling the power and strength in the legs. One more breath in. The power and strength in the center of the body. As you're exhaling nice and slow, come back around to the center. Let your hands find the floor. Step your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Nice deep breath out. As you inhale, let your hips come forward into plank pose. So you may even need to inch your toes back. Your knees can stay up, or you can always lower your knees down to the floor. We're going to be coming all the way down. So as you're exhaling, let's start to bend at the elbows. If your knees are up, move a little more toward the tips of the toes as you bring your body down. Now here we're going to do what I call cobra push-ups. So we're really going to be using the hands and the arm strength in addition to spinal strength to help lift us up. So press your feet down. Feel your tailbone slightly draw down. So this is when the tailbone does that, it's going to bring you into a little bit more core engagement. Press your hands into the earth and then inhale as you just kind of curl your chest up a few inches, maybe a little bit higher for some. Use your arms, press down. You feel your arm muscles hug to your bones. Exhale as you come back down. Press really strong down into your feet, tailbone down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, return to the earth. Press down, inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. We're just going to do that 2 more times. Press down, inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. And then very last one, press down, tailbone down, inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. Stack your palms. Rest your forehead on your stacked palms. Allow your knees to bend so heels come into the buttocks, and then sway those lower legs a few times from side to side. Okay, let the tops of your feet come down. We are going to roll a little bit to the right, just a bit, to kind of almost lift up a bit through the left side of the heart and the head, and then slide your bent left knee up toward your left elbow, half frog shape. Bring your head back down, forehead to stacked palms, or turn your head to the left. And then take a deep breath where you're aware of the breath at the back of your throat. And after your next exhalation, slide your left leg back out, leaning a little bit to the left, and then sliding your bent right knee up toward your right elbow. Come down with your forehead or turn your head to the right. After your next inhale and exhale, we'll slide that right leg back out. Feel free to take a few more belly down windshield wipers. When you feel ready, we'll take this belly down Shavasana shape, crocodile pose. So just let your forehead sink down into your stacked palms. Let your breath settle and return to its natural rhythm. Feeling the mind both calm and alert. Notice the movement in the abdominal region, connecting into this center of strength. Okay, after this next full exhale, you're going to slide your hands down so they're underneath the lower chest. Press up through hands and knees and just send your sitting bones momentarily just back into child's pose. And then coming back up through all fours, just take a moment, find your seat. As you find your seat, let your hands join at your heart space. The light within me sees and bows to that same light that exists within you. Namaste.